Hi and welcome back. I'm Laura J. Swan. I'm a women's transformational coach and a leadership mentor. And this month, leading up to March 8th, International Women's Day, I am talking about the heart of feminine leadership. What is it? What does it mean? Why is it rising? Why is feminine leadership rising on the planet right now? Why is it needed in the world now more than ever? So I'm talking about some different topics related to feminine leadership, to your power as a woman. And last week I talked about fierce compassion. This week I'm going to talk about fierce kindness. One of my women that I respect and love, Lady Gaga, was doing a talk once with the Dalai Lama. Is that an incredible combo or what? So Lady Gaga and the Dalai Lama were doing a talk on kindness, and this really touched me, what she had to say about kindness. She said that hatred is like an invisible snake, that while no one is looking, will divide its enemy. And when all the enemy is divided into different fractions of this sector and this sector and this race and the gays and that everybody's all divided into different sections, then hatred has silently won. Because then they start blaming each other for why they're divided, for what's wrong. And so hatred wins. But kindness is the antidote to hatred. And kindness is the thing that is actually a revolution. It's a radical revolution to actually treat people intentionally with kindness. This is something that the feminine, she is very gifted in being kind and loving. And it's not to say that all women are kind and loving. This is something we have to work on too. But the feminine in her essence is inclusive. She is kind, she is compassionate, and to practice fierce kindness, to be fiercely devoted to the act of kindness as opposed to separation and disconnection is something we must stand for in the feminine. The world is so divided. As I have shared in previous videos, the world is dangerously divided. We have a choice, ladies, to do something different, to act from our hearts, to fiercely be committed to kindness and compassion. And this is especially true in the way that we treat each other. So fierce kindness and fierce sisterhood are a part of this. In our relationships with women, we can often cut each other down. There can be competition, we can judge, we can criticize, we size each other up. This happens all the time. We live in a culture and a world that this is actually the norm, to have mean girl talk and to have women talking behind each other's back and beating up on each other in school from a very young age. I don't know about you, but I experienced bullying and separation when I was a young girl, and it was one of the most painful things in the whole world. I played a part in it sometimes. It's time that we get real about the way that we enact that sort of sister wound in our culture, that we enact it in our own lives, that we still in any way separate ourselves from other women, and we're not acting in kindness and compassion. So my invitation for you is to fiercely, devotionally bring forth your kindness and actually treat other women in your life like they are a sister, and that when she wins, you win too. What if you looked at every woman in the world and knew that when she rises, you rise? That when she gets the guy, the job, the money, that it actually increases your chances, that it actually lifts all of us up together, that women actually rise together, and that in our kindness and our compassion and our love for each other, that we're helping to rise the entire feminine on the planet, because we are needed. Our hearts, our vision, our wisdom, everything that we bring to the table is needed. When you support another woman, you are supporting the collective rise of all women. This is such a part of feminine leadership. It is at the very heart of it. This kindness and compassion that we have towards ourselves, the way we treat other women, and the way that we love and connect with other men. We are not separated from them. We are not rising above them to overpower them. We are all rising together. But it's up to us to be fierce in how we protect and devote ourselves to the qualities of the feminine, which I've talked about in these last few videos. So I hope this was supportive for you. I hope that you feel empowered to be in your sensitivity, in your compassion, in your love, in your kindness, and these qualities that are sometimes seen as soft in the world, that there is nothing more ferocious and more powerful than a heart that loves. Thank you so much. I look forward to sharing more in the next video as we get closer to International Women's Day on March 8th. It's been such an honor to talk about this topic, to bring it into the light, and to really empower you to embrace your own feminine leadership and the heart of your feminine leadership. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.